share this with you. You gotta see, like I said, you would never believe if I wrote a book on half of this stuff. You would never believe some of the dumb nonsense we get from time to time from this individual. It's kind of like he needs some kind of recognition or acknowledgement of his very existence. So first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Now, I don't like to report on I don't actually show you everything that we get from him, but it's quite a lot. So anyway, he has a habit of changing his email, telling me he sends us some weird stuff from time to time. And I don't know, it's like he needs some kind of recognition to feel that he's doing something. All right, Jamie, let me give you an understanding on exactly financially where my company's headed and financially where I'm at basically right now. At the end of the day, I really don't need a vacation. My house is quite large. I made sure that the property, mind you, the house I'm buying, I don't rent it now. I actually do rent to own. I'm actually buying this house right here. So the house I'm living at right now is a pretty good sized house. It's around 16,000 square feet. Keep in mind, I have a massive size, good sized backyard, which I don't even use. I only use it like once in a blue moon to go back there every once in a while. I got a driveway that can fit up to about 6 cars. I got a massive, huge workspace down in the basement to work at. Plenty of room to work at. You know what I mean? Much of a big blessing that the couple of 3 houses that I had before this one. I got a huge attic upstairs. I just use for storage. Great big huge kitchen. And in my house, I have multiple screens. I have so much stuff set up in my house that I barely ever get a chance to even play with any of the toys I buy. So as in you talking about vacations and so and so and so, dude, I'm 53 years old, man. I mean, 53, I'm going to 54. I've been there and done that. I've been to Dubai. I've been to Australia. I've studied over in Paris for culinary arts. So I've traveled. I've been there already. Stuff you're showing me is stuff that I've already done already. I've done that when I was in my 20s. I got a chance to travel and go here and go there and see a couple of very interesting places growing up. So stuff you're showing me is nothing. It's kind of like that one kid on the block that got to prove that he's just as good as everybody else. At the end of the day, I don't care because you have to understand, I got a huge, massive contract signed and ready to go that will give me the ability to be able to do things on a level that most people would have to die 20 times over to experience. I got blessed to be able to be on that level. Not only that, I got a lawsuit coming up for the people who made me sick. The people who got me sick in the first house I was living at. I got a lawsuit against them, and that lawsuit is massive. So, like I said, the stuff that you're showing me and stuff like that, trying to show off, that's nothing, man. I've been there. I've done half of that stuff already. It's nothing new. It's nothing new at all. You sending me this is the kind of petty nonsense he does. You sending me a link to where you're basically staying at? Are you kidding me? You don't even know what it's like to stay at a 5-star hotel. I've been in a 5-star hotel, been in a 6-star hotel. Only hotel I haven't been is 7. I haven't done 7 yet, and I'm planning to do that over in Dubai. Probably around next year, I'm planning to go to Dubai and do the 7-star hotel. But I've been at 5-star hotel. That's not a 5-star hotel. You send me emails of you and your wife's little vacation spot. Dude, I've been at 5- and 6-star hotels. I've been to Dubai. I've been to England. I've been to nice places, man. So that's nothing right there at all, period. And like I said, in my previous life where I made serious money doing some of the things I shouldn't have been doing, been there, done that already. That's nothing new. So what you're showing me, I don't know why you send me emails like of this or dumb stuff like this. I really don't care at the end of the day. My main goal is to get my company contracted, which I do now have a contract in my company. And under my contract, I'm not going to tell you about how much I make, but it's quite a lot of money. And it's a lot for me to be able to do things that I can now do on a level that I normally couldn't do. If I want to go out and spend $150,000 for a high-end projector, I can go buy one of those projectors now. If I need a certain piece of equipment that I can't obtain and get my hands on, and I know they can do it, it can be brought to me. I can get it at my reach. That's the beautiful thing about being a contractor. What people understand is once you obtain a contract, that means now you are guaranteed to get a certain amount of money, or even more than that, every single time. Where if you're running a business, I'm not contracted, I'm blessed that I have amazing customers that support my company. I really appreciate that. But through a contract, I'm able to get massive, large quantities where at the end of the week, I only do about 34 containers a week. I only like to do 34 containers. Within this contract, we're talking about 80, 90, 100, 200, 500 gallons, 1,000 gallons, 3,000 gallons per week. And within my contract, we put in a contract, I wanted $50 for their discount price is around, I can't explain it right there, but it's a discount price that they get for having this contract with us. And you multiply that. Okay, let's say if we put it at, I can't tell you what they're getting. Say we do it at something like $75 a quart, all right? Within the contract, they get $75 a quart. So it's $75 a quart because they get a discount because the company, they're buying large quantities of it. And within the contract, they get a discount price and they get it at $75 a quart. That's $75 a quart, and then you multiply that by 4, and then you multiply each gallon at around probably about 80 to 90 gallons per week. So you do the math on that. And that's just one company that orders from us. Now you multiply that by 30 to 40 companies that we're dealing with per week on what I'll be getting. See, that's what I'm talking about. So that's why I said that nonsense you're talking about as in your little vacation time is nothing compared to the level I'm going to be on in a couple months. My company is going to be at a level, it's going to be insane. That's why we're showing our customers future technology that we're working on so they can get an idea of seeing exactly what they're going to be getting. You know what I mean? This is not only to cater to this is not only to cater to myself, but it's also to cater to my customers, because the more reach that we have, the more I can basically get back to my customers. So you sending me videos of these little things of, oh, I bought this and bought that. Please, man, I'm a grown man. I don't care. My house within itself is basically vacation time. It is parts of my house I don't even go to tell you the truth. This house is set up for every single room that I walk into. It's designed in a different environment in order for me to escape wherever I want to escape. If I want to go on vacation, I got money. I can go on vacation. I can go to Paris right now. I can go anywhere I want. I got contacts just about anywhere you could possibly name at. And I can call them and say, hey, look, hey, I want to go chill for a little bit. Can I take an airline ticket to so-and-so and so? It's paid for. I don't even got to pay for the airline tickets. Nothing. If I want to make a call to one of my contacts and say, look, I need a vacation, I want to spend a little time over in Dubai, guess what? I can go down there and drop down in Dubai, 5-star hotel, with all my expenses paid for, if I want to. I don't choose to because, number one, I don't trust what's out there, what's going on in the world right now. I really don't trust what's going on. With all these different variants popping up with this COVID nonsense and everything that's going on, I'm fully vaccinated and still with having lung disease. I don't trust on that level. I got too much time, too much money invested into this company, and too much going on with these business deals to get sick and die because I want to go have a little vacation time. So this nonsense you're sending me, I laugh at this. This is going right to my junk mail. As everything else goes, you send to me, goes to junk mail. I'm not looking at this. I ain't got time for this, but I'm going to show you something right now. You got to grow up, man. You're a child, man. You're a little child. Who does this? Who said? I couldn't care less about where your wife is vacation at. I know one thing, you paid for it on your dime. I told you, I got business contacts. All I got to do is make a phone call and say, hey, look, I'm going to spend some time in Dubai. Give me, I want a 5-star hotel. They'll drop me down there with no problem at all. You know what? I'm their investment. I'm the guy who developing their technology. They're going to keep me happy. You know how that works? When you have a company that's willing to invest in you, they will do anything to make you happy. What do you need? What do you want? And at the end of the day, I'm good. Don't need nothing. So if I want to spend a couple of weeks, 3 days in Dubai, at a 7-star hotel, I can do that now. If I want to go over to London, England, and I want to chill at one of their fancy parlors over there for a couple of days, 5-star only, they can drop me over there. I'm the client. I'm the designer. I'm the one that makes their product. I'm the one that's going to make them rich. I'm the one they got to make happy. That's that's the beautiful thing about having a contract that big. You don't get that part, and you showing me something that looks like the Holiday Inn, the Days Inn. Do you even know what a 5-star hotel look like? I've been there and done that. Like I said, 54 years old. You think I haven't spent time at a 5- and 4-star hotel? Been there, done that stuff already. Shoot, I remember one time one of my buddies, he makes 7 figures a year. He makes good, at the time he's making good money. I was working as a chef at the restaurant school. I was working at Book Binders. I was making $25 an hour. I was working 6 days a week. We went to Las Vegas and a convertible Bentley. Just to go down there. I don't gamble. I'm the most at that particular time because I don't gamble. I know a little bit about blackjack. I'll play a little bit of that, basically about it. I don't do it now, but at that particular time it was blackjack and the one-armed bandit. That's what I was into. A little roulette sometimes with the dice. Some of the roulette though sometimes. But other than that, that's as far as it goes. But he was a high stake gambler. He had to gamble. He made money. And he picked me up and said, yo, Ken, what you were doing today? I'm doing nothing. How about we go to Vegas? But I said, no, if we going to Vegas, we got to do it my style. Because he knows I'm a little weird like that. I wanted to go dressed like we was coming out of the 70s. We had the afros. We all bell bottoms. We had everything except for I couldn't get the platform shoes with the fish tank, so that's what I wanted. I was gonna go like I'm gonna get you sucker. I was gonna go all dressed out. Oh, we went hooked up. We had the afro, everything. We was hooked up. A couple of females who went with us and everything. We had a ball. We went down and we got a convertible Bentley. I tell you, if you're gonna do Las Vegas, the only way you can do Las Vegas on the strip, you gotta go convertible. It ain't gotta be a Bentley, but it gotta be convertible because you want to look up, you want to see all those lights flashing. That's what you want to see. Do it in the convertible. It's like do it not in the convertible, not Rob, but he got a Bentley. I've done that already. I got friends that make a lot of money, and now I'm on that level where I'm gonna be making a lot of money. Of course, my lifestyle is gonna be a little different from theirs because now me being a Christian, only thing I want right now. I got my goal on 2 things: the 4 acres in the house that I'm looking at is between 6 or 7 square feet. You have any idea how big a house is at 6 or 7 square feet? My house right now is 1,600. And it's big in here at 6,000 to 7,000 square feet. You'll get a chance to see it. I'm going to be posting. You'll get a chance to see what my place is going to look like. And you'll get a chance to see what's going to be at my place. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's my plans already. I told him from the door, look, before I even got this contract, I had money coming to me. Like I said, this whole lung disease thing, yeah, I got lawyers on that. I got top paying lawyers I paid for to get this mess clean, get it taken care of with these idiots that made me sick. Things you don't know about. But this nonsense right here, you know what that is? That's a day's end for me. That's nothing. My freaking master bedroom is bigger than that. Oh, I'm telling you, it's sad. It's sad that people need that kind of recognition. They have to have that kind of recognition to feel like they're doing something. Why is my TV so loud?
D7, we're shocked. Why they are associated with love?
And I can see why you need a vacation. I ain't trying to be rude, but I ain't trying to be rude. And keep in mind, anybody lives in a small apartment, this is no disrespect for you in any way. But if I was living in that small place you was living at, yeah, you would need a vacation, literally. The size of my kitchen. And this is coming from, and like I said, this is coming from a person who basically spent 4 years of his life in a little tiny rented room. Look at my Lord bless me to have. I don't even use the movie screen in here. I'm mostly on that show. My house, I got a big size, I got a good size house. Let me show you right here what's going on here. So you see this. I'm not gonna show you too close. Do you see this document right here? You know what this document is? This document is from my attorneys, my second attorneys. These are documents from the people who poisoned me in the house. Well, I told you that. I don't even need this contract. That's my second contract. That's my contract with the company. I don't need that. You see this contract right here? This is not a contract, but these are the papers from my lawyers. Now, I'm not going to show you too close. Like I said, this guy is really nosy. Last time I showed documents up front, I made a mistake. he went in and basically tried to contact these people. You don't want to contact these people at all. These are my attorneys. These are the attorneys that are addressing my lawsuit over the what do you call it? What was the company? It was I can't tell you what the company's name, but it is a multi-million-dollar real estate investment group that got me sick. That I moved into their property, breathed in a year of black mold, and got my lungs poisoned the way they are now. You see this? You see what this right here? I don't even need that if I don't want it. This finalizes, I could walk away from my company and disappear and never ever return. You see that right there? I could buy 300 Bugattis and it wouldn't put a dent in it. That's how massive that suit is right there. It wouldn't put a dent in it. I don't even need this if I don't want it. That's why I laugh when you sit there and you show me these little dinky little trinkets of little rooms you're renting and place vacations you're going on. Big deal. And keep in mind, because I don't like to be around other people when traveling from A to B, they will make sure I get a private jet. Remember, I'm the client. I'm the one that develops all the technology that basically is going to make them rich. And if I'm unhappy, then bottom line is, and I don't have the inspiration to develop and design technology, then nobody makes money. See, if I wanted to be that kind of, what do you call it? Diva, or whatever you want to call it, diva. What's the name they got for that complex sort of for people that, but I'm not that kind of person. I can afford to spend my own dime if I want to take a private jet to Disney World, or if I want to basically have a limousine pick me up, I can do that. This right here will allow me to retire for the rest of my life. Never, ever, ever, ever work again. That right there will allow me to retire for the rest of my life. Never work again, ever again. See, the whole entire time when I was coughing on camera and going through all that, yeah, I got lung poisoning. I got lung poisoning from, and even to tell you the truth, I even had the videos to back it up, because when that particular individual made that nasty comment on, oh, he's got COVID, he's coughing on his packages, you're an idiot. You're definitely an idiot. I went back and showed the video way back in 2019 before COVID ever hit, for me doing a live stream on Facebook to my family and friends on Facebook, explaining to them how I figured out how I got sick in the house, showing them a detailed inspection from an inspector that I hired to go do the property before I moved out, to show that the property had high counts of black mold on the property, which I breathed in. And that's how I got sick. And I was ranting in the house to my family, telling them, yeah, you know, we found black mold in the basement, time stamped on when I got sick in the house, which was way before COVID hit. Unfortunately, COVID hit right around the time when I got diagnosed with lung disease. Perfect timing, eh? But still alive, still here. So if I choose that I don't want that contract, I don't have to work. That document right here from my attorneys, basically right there, allows me to never, ever, ever work again. Came with a price, but I'll never work again. And those little dinkers you're showing me, I'll show you how it's done. I know, you know what? Don't even have to show you that. But I can show you how it's done. So if I'm going to travel, this is what I'm doing. 5-star hotel and up. And I'm definitely getting limousine pickups everywhere I go. And I'm going by private jet. Private jet would cost me about $4,000 a ticket. If anyone I'm taking with me, it costs them $4,000 a ticket. That's what it costs to go by private jet. And I've done private jet before. I've had someone fly me out to go down and develop technology for their company. And I wanted to be picked up by, by private jet, and they paid for it. And you're showing me little trinkets like this. It's a Motel 6 to me, buddy. I'm not frowning upon that. It's a real nice place and all, but in my world, no. Not for what I'm making. Not for what I'm making. not even what I'm making now. Please. Those containers you sitting on my table, when you see 20 and 30 gallons, that's 20 and 30 gallons at $298 a piece. And even that's considered cheap for my customers because I'm showing them technology that would cost them $4 or $5 grand easily. I'm showing them technology that can go and I can prove that I can take on a $4,000, $5,000 projection screen. I can take my screens outside and I can produce beautiful images about the screen washing and fading. My screens are fully weatherproof, ultra filter compatible. I'm showing them test demonstrations that an average screen that I'm displaying would cost them an arm and a leg. So for them to pay out $300 for my product to paint a screen size of around 250 inches, that 100 inch of the technology we're testing against would cost them an easy $3 and $4 grand. They would buy that with no problem whatsoever. So when you see my table stacked like that, keep in mind that's around $300 for every 2 gallons that I sell, and I can sell anywhere from 10 to 20 of those in a week's time. Add it up. That's what I'm making. And I choose to do 34 containers a week. I do 34 containers a week because number one, I'm not trying to kill myself in the process of work at a comfortable zone. I have to work at a comfortable zone. I don't like to talk about my financial business, but I work at a comfortable zone. I never want to work a job where basically it comes to a point where it becomes too stressful. So I mark it at 34 containers. I can do more than way over 34 containers if I want. And one week, the company hit me with 24 gallons of paint. 24 gallons of paint, including on top of the 34 that I had to process for my customers. That's when I went down and bought that machinery downstairs to mix paint even faster. I'm going to tell you what I made that week. I made a good amount of money that week. Remember where you think I get the money from to buy all these multiple screens and projectors and everything else I buy in here to basically hook the place up. God blesses my hand like unbelievably. And then right there on the table, what's on that table right now? Those two documents on the table. I don't have to work ever again as long as I live. If I choose I want to retire, if I choose I want to basically disappear off the face of the planet and go to some remote island and grow a beard and just stare at an ocean and be in a place where nothing exists at all, paint doesn't exist, nothing, I can do that. My family and friends, financially established for the rest of their lives. I made that clear. They'll never work again as long as they live. If they don't want to, they don't have to. So when you show me stuff like this, I laugh at stuff like this. This is nothing. This is not impressive to me at all. I just got finished displaying the screen paint that we developed within an hour, a couple hours ago, showing off the technology behind that. And then you think I'm impressed by a little room? You're showing me that this is where you and your wife is staying? Please, you don't even know what luxury is. Man. Crow, I did all this stuff in my 20s. In mid-30s. I've been to fashion shows. I've been to big 5-star hotels and restaurants. I got a chance to meet interesting people. And I'm not talking about stars and all that stuff like that, but I got a chance to do a lot of interesting stuff in my life. At 18, I got my first house at 18. Lost and got a house at 18. At 18 years old. I've already, from that little tiny room I spent 4 years in, I've rented 3 houses. I've never been in an apartment a day in my life. Never have ever been in an apartment. I've had all houses. Not saying that anybody who has an apartment is bad. If you have an apartment, that's fantastic. That's your thing. No one's putting you down. But on my point of view, I've never been in an apartment before. It wasn't for me. I can't have somebody, I don't know, it's just who I am. I just can't have somebody, I mean, even though I rented a room and the room is going to come to the same like an apartment, but for me, it just wasn't for me. I wanted a house. I wanted something that I can basically do whatever I want to do in. And the best thing about it is, since when I had my company, I didn't realize how much money I was making. Literally, at one point, didn't know how much money I was making. Keep in mind, I used to be on welfare. A lot of people don't know. I used to be on welfare. I was on welfare. I lived in a little rented room. I was on welfare, and I had to figure out what I wanted to do in my life. I didn't want to go back to cooking. I didn't want that. I wanted something else. And this is what God blessed me to have. So at one point, I was making so much money, I didn't realize how much money I was making. I was still waiting to get my stamps in order to be able to go buy food. Didn't realize I had $500 in a shoebox. I was making the money I had left over, and I throw it in the shoebox. So I didn't have a banking account yet. I didn't realize that I had $500 sitting in a shoebox that I was basically just taking a little bit out here and there to go to the GameStop and buy some games or get some PC parts, because I was building computers around that time. That's what I was doing. And one day I was sitting there, I said, well, I got to wait till the money gets on my card before I can get something to eat. Didn't realize that $500 sitting in my account because I was making some money this fast. I didn't really realize it until I said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some of this money and get myself some food. So I went and got myself a cheesesteak. And then from there, I just didn't need it anymore. I mean, at the point I was making like almost like 900, 800 a week. Went from 900 a week to $3,000 a week off my screen paint products. Before you even knew who I was. Before you even knew I even existed. I was making about $3,000 a week off my products, but didn't realize it. Then I realized that I was paying my rent out of my own pocket. I wasn't using the money anymore that I was getting every month. And then that's when things started to change, when I thought to myself that I can get myself a house. Why am I renting a room here? I'll leave this place and get myself a house. So I started searching around, going to all these agencies. Found the first house I found. They wanted $700 a month. Came in there, paid them 4 months in advance because my credit wasn't that good. Paid them 4 months in advance. Boom, paid them down. Boom, done. 4 months. Because usually that's why you get around the whole credit thing. Sometimes they want you to have good credit. Go in and pay them 4 months in advance. They're going to get you in the house right away. Because at the end of the day, they want money. That's what it comes down to. So I paid them 4 months in advance. Went and signed the paperwork and everything. Moved into my first house. Liked it. It was nice and all, but I wanted something bigger. So I'm thinking, okay, making more product. I got a bigger area to work at. I got to put in bigger screens. I don't have the tiny room anymore. I got a basement to work at. I got a backyard now for myself. I can expand my company. But now I want to go bigger because now I can get a bigger house. And now I start developing better and better products. We started developing the D5K. Now I was making good money off the D5K. I made more money than what I made in the house. My biggest fear when I moved was when I was in that comfortable spot, I didn't have, my rent wasn't that high. So, I was making serious money, but my overhead wasn't that expensive. But my biggest fear, me moving into this house, maybe my overhead would cost me too much and maybe I would fail. Maybe my company wouldn't make the money it needed to make this to be able to survive and to survive, to have more income to keep this up. You know what I mean? You get those fears pop in. So that's what I'm trying to give you understanding, Crow, on how my mind functions and works. So what I started doing was I started developing more advanced technology than what I had in the house because I had a bigger environment to work at. And with that bigger environment to work at, brought me in more money, more contracts. As a matter of fact, the first day I moved there, God blessed me with $2,200. Boom, came in from China. $2,200 order. Went out, went shopping, furnished the house. I furnished my house in 1 week. I'm talking about furnished. Bought everything from the kitchen to the bathroom, dining room set, furniture, game systems, new cell phones, new clothes, everything. Bought everything brand new. 1 week. God blessed me to get that taken care of. I moved out of that house because I wanted to go bigger. Got me another big house. That's why I put the 200-inch screen. Moved over there to that neighborhood. Nicer neighborhood, a little bit more quiet. Up in this Winfield area, West Philadelphia. Y'all all remember, anybody remember that from Philly? Over in that area, Winfield area. Real nice, up nice area, nice people and everything. Lived over there. Your house had a nice deck over there. Had a nice little deck attached to it. No backyard, but we had a driveway we can park the car at. Bigger house than what it was before. Lived over there. Got a chance to expand now. Bigger house, can put in bigger screens, the same 9 yards, can expand my technology. But guess what? Wasn't enough. I wanted something more. And then that's when I moved over to City Line Avenue, over there. High scale neighborhood. The whole neighborhood was upscale. I mean, that whole neighborhood, and literally everybody in that neighborhood had roses or flowers. Summertime, that's all you would smell when you walk out the door is flowers. You go to the gas station, flowers. beautiful upscale neighborhood. I mean, neighborhood where you saw Bentleys, Maseratis, freaking, I ain't seen Lambos down there, but I saw plenty, I saw a few, vintage Bentleys. I saw all that stuff down there, man. The Jaguars, all that. Everybody in that neighborhood had money in that neighborhood. Yeah, they had some money out there. But it was nice. Got a chance to move to an upscale neighborhood. But that's the house that got me sick. Unfortunately, that's the house that got me sick. End up leaving from there. Got blessed to move into this place over here because the house over there I had to leave because the mold poison got me sick. And I had to find a place to move at. Right around that time, I think I got a contract that came in for 60 grand. Took it $60,000, came down here, dropped about 6 grand into this place over here to get over here. And then moved in over here because I had to come out of that place because it was making me sick. I was blessed to get this place. Got this place, became real close with the owners. The owners are real nice people, real beautiful people. Ended up in the process of renting to buy. I don't rent this place, Crow. I'm buying this house. And not only am I buying this house, there's 2 other houses over there that are worth across the golf course that I'm buying them too. The reason why I'm buying their house because those houses are right across the street from the golf course. Dream come true for anybody who plays golf. And since I do theater and all that other stuff, I'm actually designing the 2 movie theaters I'm installing into those homes over there. So that house is going to come equipped with a theater room inside and outside because that's what I do for a living. So I can up the property value on top of that. And with the house being right across from the golf course is every golfer's dream to be able to live right across the street from a golf course that you can just go drive right across the street or walk across the street and go play golf. Exclusive country club over here. This is where I live at. My house is right over there by an exclusive country club. So the value of my house is actually worth quite a bit. Including the 2 houses that I purchased over there. Because I knew any house that's near this golf course is going to be worth money. And since I'm in the home theater business, well, I can set up a house with a big wraparound curved screen in the backyard with the deck, the whole 9 yards. I can put a screen up on the deck. I can put a screen theater room on the bottom. I can hook that whole entire house up because this is what I do for a living. You don't know anything about anything, man. So this stuff you're showing me is nothing at all, period, to what goes on in my head every single day. And you're showing me these little trinkets about you and your wife going on vacation. Like I'm about to go, ooh, my goodness, it's amazing. Please, man, give me a break. I got plans to travel and see the world for 1 year. That's my vacation to myself. I plan to get my commercial property, which I'm planning to get, hire workers, because I got to have a workforce in there to process all that paint through that machinery. You're going to be to operate out that machinery. It's going to be processing hundreds and hundreds of thousands of gallons of paint. I'm going to need people in there to do that. I'm going to need people on a loading dock to be able to process all those orders and ship them to the companies where they need to go to. And while all that's going on, I'm going on vacation. I'm going to private islands. I'm going to, because I don't want to be around people, period. In COVID, I don't want to be around people. I will not be taking airlines. I'll be taking private jets only. I'll be picked up by limos only. My limo. 3 of them, which I'm planning to purchase for myself, mine. If they have to be flown out there, I'm having flown out there. This is how serious I'm about this virus. I do not want to be in a vehicle that somebody previously occupied. I want my own vehicle out there, my own limousine out there to pick me up. That's the level where I'm going to be at in a couple years from now. With my contracts and with whatever went on with that nonsense, with that whole house ordeal. So don't send me trinkets like this, man. It's sad. It is. Enjoy what you have with you and your wife. Keep that to yourself and be a man. You know what I mean? I don't need to, this. You showing me this, thinking about, oh, you're on vacation. Big deal. Please. I went to Disney World with my ex-girlfriend. I took $20,000 with me for spending money. If you want to talk about doing things in a different way, I got their top package down there. And bought 20 grand down there for spending. So please, don't embarrass yourself. I'm gonna stick you in jump, man, where you need to be at. Sad, man, it's sad. This is the kind of dumb stuff we get from him. Here's little trinkets. Oh, I got this, I bought this. What are you, 5? What do you want to do next? You want to race me to the end of the block and see who's the fastest? I got adult things to do. You got to go now. Let's put you over into junk mail with the rest of your stuff. There we go. You're popping over the junk. Now I got to go. I got orders coming in right now. As you can see, there's an order processing coming in. I got money to make. And you continue enjoying your little vacation with you and your wife. You have a good time. And I want you to remember, don't forget about April, because I'll see you in court real soon. All right, got to go, people. God bless.